Hi, this is Vicki from the Paper Connection, and I am so happy you're joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I wanted to share with you this really cute card. It says, Happy Spring. And spring has sprung, we know, so, and you can tell from my voice that it has sprung and there's pollen everywhere, so. Anyway, it's such a cute card, and it comes from the stamp set, Fable Friends. I'm actually going to be bringing you another video the end of this week, probably Friday or Saturday, and I'll give you a sneak peek, this one. We did both of these in a class that I hosted recently, and it's just so cute. This is a wonderful Easter card. I wanted to show it to you soon so you would have time, if you wanted to purchase the stamp set and all that was required to make this beautiful card. Okay, it actually comes from the Occasions catalog. If you do not have a demonstrator and you would like to get a catalog, please message me. I'll put my email on the screen above, and just shoot me a line and I'll be happy to send you a catalog. It has so many wonderful things in it. Fable Friends is one of them. A lot of the stamps or the cards that I'll be featuring in the next couple weeks will be from this catalog. It actually will expire on June 3rd, and we'll be having a new catalog coming out very soon. I'm actually going to on stage next weekend, and I'm so excited. But anyway, let's get started. Let's play a little bit, and see you soon. Okay, so we're going to do this cute little card, and I've already prepared everything in advance. I already have all my paper cut. Let me just show you this, give you a little bit of an up-close look so you can see. This little squirrel is just so adorable. I made a card yesterday for my granddaughter in England, and it's just the cutest little thing. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to bring in some scrap paper, and I'm not going to give you all of the measurements for everything. I've already scored that. We're using Balmy Blue, Whisper White, Daffodil Delight, and then our Gingham Check. And then this one is for the inside of the card. I'll just go ahead and place that in there so I don't get that confused. I used my large scalloped circle die cut in Balmy Blue, as well as the large circle, that just the rounded edge circle. And I'm going to use Memento ink. I like to practice once and see if I need to add a little bit more ink to it. So let's do it like this. Alrighty. We're just going to stamp it like so. I'm going to hold it a little bit to make sure that it gets, there we go. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is to bring our colors in. I'm using an assortment of stamping blends. Let me get this out of the way. Stamping blends. We're going to use, this is the light and dark Daffodil Delight and the light and dark Balmy Blue. And then I'm going to use a stamping white marker that's going to be Grapefruit Grove for its bill. I'm going to use a little bit of the Granny Apple Green ink for the grasses right here. But I'm going to do something a little different with that. So I'm going to get started, and I'll fast forward so you're not just watching me color. Okay. I got out of line a little bit and got into the cape. This is actually a color lifter, and so I'm just going to go along in here, and I'm just going to lift some of that color out right there. There we go. Got some right there. I was a little bit sloppy today. Okay, the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add the grass. And what I'm doing is I'm taking my Granny Apple Green and my smallest acrylic block, And I'm going to use my aqua pen. I'm just going to kind of move it around a little bit. Let me bring my scrap paper back in because I don't want it to be too wet or too much. So I'm just going to add some greenery up under his feet, her feet, whatever. Now that that's done, we're going to do a little gluing. So let's adhere this to the back, or adhere this to the little blue scalloped circle. And we'll put the rest of our card together. Okay, let me point out something really quickly. Most of the time with the cards that I do, the card base will have, it'll be 4 1/4 in this direction and 5 1/2 in this direction. And then my next layer will just be 1/4 of an inch smaller on each side. So usually it's 5 1/4 long and 4 inches wide. Well, this time with my very next layer, what I did was I went down by 1/8 of an inch from that. So rather than doing 5 1/4, I did 5 3/8 going in this direction. And rather than doing 4 inches here, I did 4 1/8. And then I made this layer, let me measure that just to be sure. I made this layer be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So it can kind of give you different dimensions and different sizes when you use different layers. It just gives you different looks, and I really like that. I wanted just a little bit of the blue peeking out from behind the white. So and I think I may do a video very soon talking about the different sizes of mats and things. So the next thing we're going to do, and I'll just show you this, the gingham check it has a larger check on this side and a smaller check on this side. You know something that I forgot to do? I forgot to adhere this down first. So let's see what we can do. I think we'll still use it. We're just going to use it a little bit differently. And we're going to add dimensions on the back of our main feature. We need it to pop up so that it really stands out. Put one in the middle. This is a pretty large circle, so alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and adhere this right about there. Okay, I realized I had one more stamping thing to do, so I'm going to bring in Balmy Blue and the Happy Spring stamp. And just on a scratch piece of paper, we're going to, oops, don't like that. So good thing it's double-sided, right? There we go. Then we're going to cut it out with our punch. And this is the 1 3/8 inch scallop punch. Then we're going to use our 1 1/2 inch circle punch. We'll punch that out. We'll bring our Tombow glue back in. Glue this back on the back of this little circle. There we go. And what I'll do with this one, instead of placing dimensionals all the way around it, I will place it only on one side. There we go. And I'll put glue on the rest of it, because I don't want it to be popped up too much right here. And that little area where I got the orange, we're just going to put up just like that, and we'll cover that sucker up. You know what? It helps to take the backing off of the dimensional, doesn't it? Whew, I am off today. All right, since I failed to put the ribbon across before I adhered it to the card, I'm just going to take some ribbon and I'm going to make a bow, and we'll place it right down there. So what you do is you make a bunny ear, and then you make another bunny ear, and then you just tuck it right through there and you pull. you pull the ears just like that, and it makes a really pretty ribbon without all of the fuss and the cumbersome knot that you would normally do. Okay, so we'll just trim those tails off a little bit at an angle. There we go. And I'll use a glue dot to adhere that in place. There we go. And it makes a cute little bow there. I still think I maybe need to make it a little bit smaller, so we'll just pull it in a little bit, tighten it, and we'll just trim those tails off a little bit more. Isn't that adorable? Such a cute card. And because I put the ribbon on, I think I'm not going to put the sequins on. But it is such a cute card. We're going to stamp our sentiment on the inside. I'm going to use Balmy Blue, and I'm going to use Glad We're Friends. There we go. And then I'll adhere this down to the inside of my card, and we'll be done. Okay, well, we're all done. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Isn't it just adorable? I absolutely love it. I hope that you will join me again on Friday when we premiere this cute little guy. All right, thank you for joining me today. Everything that I used will be in the description below with links to my store if you would like to purchase anything. Thanks, and have a great day.